Hello, and welcome back to my Therapist Plays Disco Elysium analysis series. So, on today's episode, we are delving even deeper into the psychology of our main character. As this case gets more complicated, so does our relationship with ourselves, because we're also going to start discovering more about who we were and finding that we're not so happy with that person before we had our amnesia and woke up as the person we are today. And so what does it mean to be faced with some of those challenges? Do we avoid them and try to shut them out, or do we look for healthy ways to integrate them and move forward? But we also do get into a major confrontation. We're going to face what it is like when we go up against an individual named Measurehead, who stands between us and our next objective in solving the case. So all of that is coming up in today's episode, and perhaps our first moments of genuine trust starting to build between ourselves and our partner, Kim. I'm excited to continue this journey with all of you, so let's jump in. Hey, there's a big gentleman.
Bastards! We have
Scab.
the right to work!
Maybe this is the gentleman who was asking about our case. He's a large lad. What's going on here?
Hold up and stay frosty, everyone. Cops are here.
The broad-shouldered alpha male turns to you. He's a full head taller than everybody else here.
You here to fuck with us? Beat the honest worker down.
Why should
We're
I?
here to fight for a cause. Stripes usually have problems with people who have causes.
Okay, then I think no. I want to be on your team, friend.
Good. We're fighting for a cause here. Right to work! Right to work! Besides, we're not that different. It helps if people see us talking, cops and strikebreakers together. Shows authorities are on our side. Builds confidence.
I like his perspective. I agree with that. I think it's also kind of a power play that I'm like shining the flashlight in everybody's face, because it makes them feel like I'm really targeting them, which is good for my interrogation. What kind of cause are we talking about?
Rights of workers to have gainful employment, to make a salary, and feed their families.
Well, I don't want to politically align with him, but I want to be on his team because it looks like he could beat me up. So I don't want him to be angry at me. I don't think I've chosen any sides yet.
Might be time. Don't let the fat bastards tread on you. Cops tend to side with the higher-ups, but you're essentially still workers. I don't trust cops, but I can see you understand the right to work! Right to work!
Let's just ask him some questions. Hey, Chris Wilderness, thank you so much for subbing, my friend. Enjoy your early access to things through the channel Discord. You have to link your Discord and your Twitch account, and you'll be able to see all the prior streams and stuff.
Maybe you should ask them the questions, like why we're not allowed to make a living here. Shame on you! We have families to feed, you piece of shit.
So do we, Scott.
Found you from your YouTube channel and your playthrough of this game. Very excited to see more of your content. Thank you. It's been very interesting seeing all of this unfold. But we're having a great time. Throw in some fucking tomatoes in the chat for our friends. Tomato is like my hype emote. You may not understand why, but that's okay. Just know that tomatoes are a good thing around here. They mean something good. I don't like them as fruits, but I love them as metaphorical devices. We flood the chat with tomatoes when we're happy. That's all you need to know. I actually need to speak with the union boss. That is true.
Have fun. Union shits are on full strike. Don't think they're going to let you through the gates. Why you want to meet that fat asshole?
This is an official matter. Yeah, I'm not gonna get this guy involved. He looks like he would use my information against me.
Right to work! It's shameful. Cops doing nothing. You should bring backup. Open up the gates for us. Blockading gainful employment for workers is a crime.
Yeah, the tomatoes are a Gundam reference. Witch from Mercury. This isn't really my area of expertise.
We are not picking a side in this just yet, sir.
Finally, if Kim stands by me for once.
Let us work!
Where are all these strike
Honest
breakers?
men and women with rights to work, to be useful, not toys for corporate interests.
This guy he's a communist, right?
We came here to help the harbor run smoothly in time of crisis. If union fucks don't want work, they ought to let in those who do want work.
I have a question. Why do all these men follow your leadership?
That's a good question, Kim. No, he's against the strike of the union. The other guy is a communist. Let me take off the mask of, if there even is one, that I know anything about politics. I do not. It is not my area of safe commentary. I am a mental health professional. I don't really have the vocabulary or the knowledge to give commentary on any of that shit. And I will just make myself look like a fucking idiot if I do. So don't worry, this game will teach you. I hope it does. I don't like... It's just not my sector. I spent my life studying people and psychology. We're just informing you, don't worry. Yeah, no, that's okay. Mental health is political. Yes, I can see the parallel, but it doesn't come up in my work as often. This is the crossover that you will find in mental health and politics is what we might call SDOH, or social determinants of health. What I'm referring to are all of the environmental, political, economic systems that contribute to mental health. So you're correct. Like an economic system that does not offer like equal opportunities to people is going to lead to suppressed angers, resentments. It can lead to racism, that sort of thing. Like homelessness obviously is a big impact on mental health. That's a social determinant, and it is influenced by political things. I understand that there is a thread connecting them, but my expertise is not in commenting on like politics. It is understanding the mental health outcomes that result from political systems. Like, I don't even know really what I would say. I'm politically, but it's yeah, I don't know. It's not worth diving into, to be honest. So I do know about politics, sort of, but not to any sort of like depth about this. Like I know about them, mental health relation, but not like by themselves.
You think they follow because I'm big and loud? No. They follow the rules of the market, the rules of the economy, because they were given a job to do!
Yeah, I guess what I would say is I don't know how to spot what political system is which. What I do know is, like, this is going to lead to lots of out-group resentments when workers feel underprivileged and they haven't been, fairly represented democratically. What is your goal here?
We were promised work. We'd be in there, working. If the bastards hadn't shut the gates.
And you're
Main
unable to
gate's
breach
locked.
the entrance?
Would take heavy ordnance to bust it open. Could try to get in through the secretary's office. Door's locked. The guard's blocking the way to the access panel. And I
Okay.
don't mean the scrawny mess punk either. I mean head measurer. Or whatever he is.
Why don't you just talk to them? That's a good idea.
Like civilized folk, you mean? These native fucks don't understand civilized.
It would be better for the neighborhood if you went home, at least for now, if you can't get in anyway.
It's a very neutral stance to take, Kim. I like it.
No. They will give up eventually. Or get drunk. Leave the button unguarded. Then we charge.
Sounds like this guy needs a little bit of that boost he gets from alcohol to his physical instrument. What is a strike?
When a bunch of ungrateful, lazy cockroaches can't get their act together, decide to block honest work for other people.
What do the strike
Beats
workers
me.
want?
They mumble nonsense about boardrooms and workers' rights, while we have the right to work!
When the man moves around, you perceive some serious abs underneath his tight-fitting shirt. This man is in shape. There's
Yes, he is.
something odd in the way he carries himself. His set of clothing looks vaguely mismatched. The different pieces of the attire seem ill-fitting.
What
His
does that
shirt
mean?
is far too small and an unpleasantly tight fit, while the overalls, held up by a belt, seem to fit a man with much more corpulence.
Interesting.
He ignores your question, choosing instead to turn to the emaciated workers, raising both fists in the air. The clothes are obviously not his.
Very interesting. If all the other workers are emaciated, why is he so buffed out? Here's the thing, guys. You got to ask yourself, who benefits? Maybe he's a stooge. Maybe he is actually on the wealthy union side, or is not really a part of these individuals, but he is very impressionable and is able to assume the perspective of a leader archetype, which lots of people will crowd around and follow and think that he has their best interests, when really he's the one saying, well, we can't storm in yet. He's actually a plant to stonewall their initiative by pretending to be one of them. Could be. Who's to say? Who benefits?
Silence is the answer. There's something off here, but he won't say what.
Fucking rhetoric coming in now.
You've been talking to him for quite a while now. Something
is
is
off with this guy.
Ask him where he's from.
Where are you from, friend?
What's it to you?
Routine, part of the investigation.
Am I a suspect? Done no crimes. I only fight for the rights of people.
I'm interested in your background.
We're all workers, right? Workers stick together. Came from the eminent domain, in Jamrock. Backgrounds in odd jobs, heavy lifting, cargo hauling, bouncer work. I know the drill.
A bouncer, huh? Where? I frequent a lot of bars. Maybe it's one I know.
Worked at Territorial. Ring a bell?
Never heard of it. Are you lying?
We're done here. I have a strike to break.
Sus. Extremely sus. I don't like it. Okay. We need to get up in there.
Scab?
Wait. What's happening? Am I about to like... Okay. I'm not a scab, I'm a cop.
I was just messing with you. No one's ever seen a cop scab. Imagine, you cops going on a strike, but then another cop comes in and says, let us cop for less money. Speaking of, what brings the RCM here? To the Wild North? Come to see the strife?
I need to speak with your boss. I'm a bit short on money right now. Can you give me some of it? Actually, I think we're pretty good on money right now. What's the strike about anyways? Let's find out
You
more.
know, serious business. I'm sure the big boss will be glad to tell you. You'll have to ask him first.
Okay,
He's
I'll
a
ask him
chatty
first.
guy. Wants to talk about the strike. Return once you've met the union boss and are on a better footing with the organization.
It's finally a suggestion coming in with some actually good insights. I mean, I guess it can't hurt to ask him for money, right?
Sure thing, my friend. I can help you out.
Wait, why don't I just let it fall on the ground and then pick it up? Right? Can't I? I don't want to embarrass myself again. I can't go through another embarrassment. I'm going to let it fall on the ground because it's lame. Will he think it's stupid? Catch it? Should I go for it? We don't need worse morale. I know. Well, look, either I try to catch it and I embarrassed myself, or I let it fall on the ground and I'm seen as lame. What am I supposed to do here? Okay, this is the fucking hardest, like, conundrum to be put in. A cool cop would catch it. A cool cop would catch it. It would be so fucking lame to let it fall on the ground and then pick it up. That's almost even more embarrassing. What would authority say? Authority would say, snatch that fucking coin purse out of this man's hands. This is the decision. I feel like everything kind of hinges on this. What if I drop a point into my hand-eye coordination? I feel like I've been failing these over and over again. Let's do it. Yes. Boom. 58%. Roll the dice, baby.
The coin narrowly slips by your outstretched fingers and falls to the ground.
Fuck! God damn it. Spending a point made it uncool. Well, look, all I'm trying to do is be the coolest cop around. No, no feeling like investing into a skill and then failing anyways. That's just my guy's life. Lost a point and dropped the coin. I know, that's extremely lame.
Oh, I'm sorry. Didn't mean to throw it like that. It's a thing we harbor folk do, passing around cargo and such.
Oh, well, he didn't
Was not
actually.
meant as provocation or ridicule.
Oh, okay. So he didn't scold me for it. But what does Kim think?
The boyardero stares at you with respect, then gestures towards the trickles of blood adorning your clothes.
Wait. Not catching the coin just brought me and Kim closer together. I think chat's right. There was probably a wrong voice line. But Kim just picked up the coin and handed it to me. That brings me closer to him. Something about getting out of the labyrinth of words and dialogue, and just by showing with his actions that he will pick up where I fail and not challenge or judge me for it, actually makes me feel a little more trusting of him. Do I have a crush on Kim? No, right? So far, I have not been very trusting of Kim, and part of that is because I don't know if he is earnest towards me. He says he has my back, but I don't know if I am just useful to him. But so far, he's been happy to just let me embarrass myself and not really, well, if not like directly feed into that embarrassment or critique me in front of people, undermining me. But this time he just like quietly picks up the coin and gives it to me. Yeah, this... Maybe for me, an action speaks louder than words sometimes. Thank you, Kim.
Right, always glad to help out the RCM. We're on the same branch, you and I. Humans, I mean, not slithering scabs.
Okay, I need to get moving here.
Good, good. What matters do you want to discuss with Everard?
I'm not going to disclose those details with you yet.
So mysterious.
I'll
so
come back to you.
intriguing. Either way, the road in front of you is wide and open.
Does this mean you can let me through
I
the
don't
gate?
operate in that capacity. I'm not a granter of passage. The passage grants itself.
That's simple?
I walk right past Measurehead and go in.
Okay. Past Measurehead?
Yeah, the 2.5 meter tall Semini supremacist there. Walk right past him,
Okay.
then press the button to unlock the door.
Okay.
Go past him again. And you
Okay.
enter the arbor through the office. Está.
Okay. I don't think
Don't
that's going to
worry,
be
I'm
that
sure
easy.
It's not completely impossible. For example, you could best Measurehead in a physical confrontation, or you could convert to a Semini supremacist worldview, or maybe it actually is completely impossible.
Well, what? Why are you misleading me? How do I get to where I want to go? I do have the physical instrument shirt on. Are we extolling why Kim Kitsuragi is the best damn cop in all of Rivishal and a damn good friend? Well, best cop, I would say I can agree with. Best friend, it's a I want to trust him, but I'm scared kind of thing with me and Kim right now. Due to my character's extreme trauma and abandonment issues, presumably. That's just what I detect from him. It's making it hard for me to trust that he truly is what he says to me. I want to believe it's true, but I still have my doubts. And yeah, also he's been really fucking rude to me at very important moments.
Not yet, no. He's incredibly strong.
Nothing a couple of solid hooks from Dexter and Sinister won't fix.
Wait, is that the name of my hands? Dexter and Sinister?
Jean-Luc himself would say the philosophy has proven overly heroic for the scabs to convert to.
Okay.
Not sure.
All right, friend. There's got to be another way to get around this guy, right? What do we got here? In case of a strike, press button behind the guard. There's no lockpicking or door kicking this one. We've got another cigarette friend here. Can we talk to them? No. Okay, we're finally at the harbor. Let's see if we can discuss our way through this conundrum.
Your body betrays your degeneracy.
Yeah, Measurehead. His body totally betrays his degeneracy.
Don't say anything. Size him up first.
Yeah, fucking let's go, Authority. This is when I need you. This is when I need you to throw out your best dice rolls. Let's fucking size this guy up. That's a power play.
Are you admiring my morphophysiology?
A ripple of muscle passes underneath his skin. He lets you look.
Must be frightening to stand in the shadow of this racial pinnacle. Be calm, Sandwich. You are not in danger because you are not a threat to me.
You know what, friend? I'm not a threat to you. Let's keep him talking. Let's just puff it out a little bit.
What is this androgynous display of sexual maturity?
Merely standing up makes you sweat profusely. Your breathing is erratic. Your own heartbeat in your ears grows frantic, and you feel your blood pressure rise.
Okay.
Stop it! You are embarrassing yourself in front of this woman and your pedomorphic friend.
Everything I do is embarrassing. My endurance is down by the cigs. No, I trust that the cigarettes have had no negative consequences on me.
This display of weakness may appeal to older women with a stronger maternal instinct, but it is a liability here on Battlefield Martinez.
Okay.
Jean-Luc, his body is betraying his degeneracy pretty hard. Maybe you can ask him to leave.
How about I just go with the, well, let's ask him to clarify that.
You have succumbed to Al-Ghul. You reek of it. An invisible sword of Al-Ghul emerges from your throat. You cannot see it, but others can. It is making the woman in my company sick.
Look, I don't give a fuck about her if she's there or not. It has nothing to do with my investigation of here, sir. You think that just by triggering my inferior masculinity that I'm going to be afraid of you because A, you're probably right, but B, I just smoked a cigarette. My intellect is going to help me out of this. Let's just stand our ground. Well, maybe I can get him talking.
Yes, Al-Ghul.
What is Al Ghul?
Al-Ghul is an ancient Ilmaran poison, a parasitic fungus that has colonized your race. It is a trick the desert pygmies played on you for humiliating them and stripping them of their land.
You mean alcohol?
Correct, my small skull servant.
Enough! I need you to open the door.
No, you don't. You need to get another drink. Occidental Haplogroup B4 is done giving orders around here. The influence of the ham sandwich race is waning.
Show him the ham still got it.
Fucking yeah, authority. I am the police, and I need you to comply now. Or do I ask him to help me do my job? There's no way I can... I'm gonna get my fucking ass beat, aren't I? What do I do here, Kim? Kim, let's get Kim involved. I need your help. Why is he standing so far away from me? I just noticed that. Kim! I need you up here. I'm just gonna try to rationalize with him.
Begging for help. Attempting to pass fear for cooperation. How far the Occidental Haplogroup has fallen. You were once a noble and powerful race.
Yeah, let's get Kim involved.
You gave the world eugenics, electricity, and powerful weapons of war like missiles and aerostatic aircraft. You made great gains in metallurgy, race theory, and statecraft. You dominated lesser cultures, like the deformed Hemians and the inexplicably potato-obsessed Khoikos. But now your ascent to the genetic summit has halted. You are obsessed with sadness and with frivolous pop culture.
You've got me all figured out, buddy.
You will be superseded. Isn't that right, babe?
It is, baby, yeah. You know it.
Isn't she a part of the ham sandwich collective that he is deriding so much?
There is a button right behind him, just out of reach. It must be the one that opens the door to the harbour.
Push him out of the way? No. I need you to move 20 centimeters. Whoa, this... I'm just gonna cut right to the chase.
Enough with this begging. You should leave the stage of history with dignity by inviting the other races to a great world war. Bring your troops to the Simonine Islands and to Boogie Street, and we will pulverize you. When you are gone, we will build a museum for you. The walls will be lined with bottles of Al-Ghul, your beloved beverage. Inside, we will store the odes to homosexuality you call art, and your microcephalic skulls.
Okay, I have a 42% chance to knock this motherfucker out. I mean, it's about defeating racism, right? I can retry this one. Do I have any skill points? I do. Let's fucking go. Let's drop one into physical instrument and go for it. So, or I could become a racism. Oh. Nah, I don't think I'm gonna go with that one. Save the skill point. Time to get physical. I feel like I kind of have to go. This is redemption for Kuno. All right, as Kuno's pig. What better thing can I do than try to knock this guy out? Let's whittle him down a little bit with some dialogue.
Don't be vulgar. White or not has got little to do with this. The race enigma runs much deeper than that.
It could impress Kuno. It could.
There must be some friction there. He's keeping it well hidden, however.
Good point, authority. Only invest points after the failing. Yeah, I can retry it. You still serve him. How does that factor into your life? Oh, we're going to whittle him down and then sock him.
Mr. Clare is a man of vision and means. He has the will to confront International Capital, which is something your race naivistic communists never did.
Let's fucking defeat racism, chat.
Also, to serve is noble. It takes discipline. Your petulant individualism has only contributed to your race failure. It is lax and moronic.
My jam is a mysterious fourth thing. Let's go with that.
Jam. Individualism. You have gotten these ideas from degenerate youth culture, have you not?
Oh, if he's talking about
You
the
have
fucking
picked
Frit
them
clerk,
up from
we've got
rock and roll
problems.
songs?
She is the definition of cool and the cultural center of this world as far as I'm concerned. I've gotten it from disco, actually.
Offshoots
Fucking...
of the Seminoles people invented disco while having sex under the influence of cocaine. It
Whatever.
is a shame upon my race. But what is done is done. You have heard enough about our phylogenetic secrets for today. You have extinction to come to terms with. And never getting into the harbor.
Let's get Kim involved. Kim, what do you think about this?
I think this racist is better than the last. But the next racist will be the really good one.
Okay, that's a good line. I like the previous racist better, actually.
That is understandable. The previous racist was probably an Occidental and did not prove a real adversary.
This guy is advanced racism.
These cops are just jealous, Jean-Luc.
Just jealous. Let's ask him about his stupid tattoos then. How about that? Make a fool of him.
Racists are generally not very good examples of their race. I am not like them. I am craniometric perfection. I have taken the trouble to permanently draw a phrenologic grid on my skull and features. This should dispel any doubt.
So not only are you a racist, you subscribe to fraudulent scientific theory about phrenology?
True. That is a noble cranium. But you got a hard noggin yourself.
I do, physical instrument. My noggin is pretty hard. You sure I'm not craniometrically superior to you?
You exhibit forward projection of the jaw, indicative of schizophrenia and sexual inaccountability. From a purely aesthetic standpoint, the dimple in your jaw makes you look like a baby. This is not craniometry, just an observation.
What else?
It is impossible to see.
I can't
any
stand
more
this guy.
of
I'm
your
gonna knock him the
bone
fuck out.
structure. It is covered in the ravages of Al-Hul. From what remain of your features, I can see fleshy lips, baldness of the head, and long arms relative to lower limbs. This leads me to conclude you are not a police officer. You are a common criminal. An
Oh.
offspring of murderers and sailors from Sur la Clé and Vesper. And possibly even the degenerate sheep herders of Ubi.
Interesting. So my ancestors was Sir Laclef and the other
Your
Vesper.
racial heritage is uninteresting. It is the same as all Rivasholians. Your parents and their parents made the decision to reproduce while under the influence of Al-Ghul.
Yeah,
That is the only reason you are here.
He's right there. It's almost impossible to get it on unless you're both drunk. It's too scary when people are sober.
All right, let's fucking do it. Let's fucking swing. If I'm gonna get any checks handed back to me, it's gotta be this one. For all of the fucking non-racists out here, let's knock him out. Kim, back me up. Fucking let's go.
Just
Racism
like that,
defeated.
instinct took over. A solid strike straight into his throat, into the cartilage. You
Yeah,
could swear you felt the soft palate break.
let's fucking go.
The man is reeling, gasping for air. Time stands still around you. In the distance, the sounds of the harbor are falling silent.
Yeah, so how about that? Fucking Al Ghul defeats racism.
All you hear is a small gurgling sound as a trickle of blood appears on the man's lip.
Okay, there's no way I can do a 360 flying spin kick. Let's rip into him with a right hook. Or can I fail this? 360 spin? Is there spin to win? Can I fail this? Should I try it? Do it. Fuck it. Fuck it. Raphael! No fucking way!
The man
What a
lands with
badass!
dull thump, like a broken down puppet of muscles and sinew. For a moment, he still tries to keep his head up. Dazed
Fucking
eyes
wrecked.
looking at you with unimaginable surprise. To your left is the
The
button.
button. The coolest thing to do here would to be say nothing, right? Just press the button. Fucking let's go.
As you slam your fist on the button, the man collapses entirely, his head rolling to the side.
Yeah, what do these fucking ladies have to say about that? Kuno would be so proud of me.
Looks like you're the new Measurehead now.
I'm Measurehead, dude. Kuno is gonna think I'm the fucking coolest.
Her voice is surprisingly calm.
No one is the new Measurehead. Let's go before he gets up.
Let's go. Let's fucking go. Get wrecked.
The man is still knocked out. He breathes slowly and steadily.
All right. Oh, let's check out what's in that box first. Maybe there's some trash. I'm rewarded for my efforts. Let's go. Let's go. That was the best outcome I could have hoped for. I can't catch the coin, but I can knock out fucking a giant racist man. Yeah, what do you think about
Something
that?
not good. Like the Flying Desperado.
What is a flying
It's
desperado?
that really cool Flying Desperado spin kick you did, Boyadero. Often performed by the most hard-bodied boyaderos on the steps.
It was nothing.
So, what's on your mind this time?
Yeah, good talking to you. I just wanted to get your impression on my fucking sick move. Let's pop in here. All right, we're in. I love how there was an option to become racist that I could fail, but try again. Like, somehow I could go away, become more racist, and then convince him that I subscribe to his ideology. What does it look like to fail racism with someone that you'd assume would be more than happy that someone was trying to be racist? Yeah. Oh, you can deny it later. That makes sense. Okay, let's check out our environment really quick. Every worker, a member of the board. What do we got over here? We've got a postcard. Could probably sell that for some cash. Let's see here. Coffee machine. I like the sound of that. The liquid looks almost
On
sentient. That's got to
second
be
glance, someone has forgotten to properly close one of the drawers.
that's got to be an Inland Empire thing.
It's unfortunate for the Union to just leave their paperwork lying around like this.
Let's see what's inside, he thinks.
Open the drawer.
The drawer opens smoothly. Inside is a well-organized selection of brown folders.
Browse them.
Hundreds of documents containing logistical data. 2 kinds of transactions stand out. Materials coming into Revachol from the outside world, from Muindi, Grad, and even Ilmara.
I like to think that shining a flashlight on them makes me be able to read them better.
And the same materials being handed over to companies inside Revachol, Kuron, Coal City, La Delta, and Jamrock are listed among the many districts where the imports are being sold. It's hard to make sense of this thicket of company names, dates, quantities, and percentages. You try to focus, but the lines are getting blurry.
Ooh, 83%. I mean, I can't fail that, right? Every time I say that, though, I fail it. I'm definitely going to succeed at this. Let's try that.
Look how blurry all the lines on these papers are. How unwieldy your own willpower is to yourself. You're like an absurdist Samaran monk, focusing through not focusing.
That's unbelievable. It's actually unbelievable. I defeated racism. I defeated... This is such a weird playthrough. What the fuck, Raphael? What's wrong with you? Do I have a point still? Yeah, I do. What was that one for? I mean, I guess I should probably put something in volition. Was that what I failed at? Yeah, I wasn't too far off. I spent all my luck. Too high on nicotine to read.
Is
Let's
that
see.
what you're doing with those folders over there?
No, of course not. Let's just get back to work, Lieutenant.
I thought exactly, officer. Shall we?
Okay, should I put one in volition for other reasons? I mean, I'm kind of like mainlining my psyche here. And I feel like I've messed up some volition checks. Makes you hyper sane. When you're about to get funky, it keeps you normal. I do need some help keeping myself in check. I'm losing morale daily here. Volition to balance out my crazy side. Yeah, I have to agree there. What other checks could I do? That's a good question. Oh, one of these was with Kim. What was it? Map information incomplete. I thought I had a map. Didn't I have a map earlier?
The drawer slides shut, smooth.
What the fuck? I thought I had a map. Don't metagame the checks too hard. I mean, I still feel like volition is a worthwhile one to spec into here. I know you can get them from things as well. Oh, I just don't have a map of this area. Okay. To be a good guy to yourself, to others and yourself. I feel like that's important for the healing of my character. The will to finish the investigation. Well, I need that. My guy keeps getting sidetracked. Okay, we're going to level this up. I feel like it's not something that I can really... It's not going to... I do want to heal. I do. The whole game is going to be about psychological healing for me. I feel like I can't lose if I
The file
level up my
cabinet
volition.
stands steady as ever, and the unlocked drawer slides out to greet you.
92%. That's a mighty success rate. Let's go.
Whatever's hidden here
Yes!
is hidden well. Concentration isn't enough. Only a trained accountant with a background in logistics will
Finally.
be able to really make sense of it. However, there is a little handwritten note stuck on the side of the drawer.
Look at the
appears
note.
to be a to-do list written in large, uneven capital letters. Remember, Leo, Everard's shoes, special whirling borscht, water Everard's plants, sweep office floor, more banners.
Okay.
All items on the list have been crossed out, and the note itself is crumpled.
Let's get Kim involved.
Everard Clare, probably. The head of the Debarders Union. One of his aides must have left it. Nothing incriminating here.
What is so special about this borscht? Code for drugs? Booze? Blood?
Let's take another look here.
Remember, Leo, Everard's shoes, special whirling borscht, water Everard's plants, sweep office floor. All items on the list have been crossed out, and the note itself is crumpled.
Okay.
The drawer slides shut smoothly.
All right. I'm not sure exactly what we learned from that, but I'm sure it will prove valuable. What do we got? What do we got here?
Looks like someone left his tarpaulin cloak hanging on the railing here. The white rectangle of the Revachol Citizens Militia is clearly visible on its back. This is your cloak.
What?
You can feel it.
Let's ask Kim. Does he think it's my coat?
Yes, it does bear the RCM insignia. And we are the only detectives in Martinez.
Maybe it has my badge in it, Kim.
The service cloak issued to you by your station? Yes, yes.
As your fingers touch the tarpaulin,
Oh, fuck
almost
yes.
feels like the cloak wants to deliver a message of comfort through your fingertips.
Yes.
I will shield you from the elements and give
Yes!
my life for yours. That's what the cloak is relaying.
Okay. Fucking finally. Shivers? Absolutely. Going for it. Look at my dude. Fucking badass. Okay, what is it doing up here is my next question. This is a very cop-like coat. Right now, the answer to who benefits is it's me. No, I don't think I'm ready to look in the mirror just yet.
All those empty wine bottles and cigarette butts on the ground. Someone partied really, really hard here.
Did I do this?
Well, yes, I think we can say with relative confidence that it was you.
Oh, this is really sad. I must have been miserable. See, this is the kind of introspection I have been looking for, right? Every new moment that gets me in touch with who I was challenges my character on, do I want to integrate these things? Because I have the strong sensation that Raphael does not have very positive feelings about the person he was before he woke up. And this is very much the experience of people who I work with in addiction, where they're reflecting on like who they were when they were, in their addiction. They do not have positive feelings about who this person was. And so there is a strong urge to like, let's move on from them. But we neglect the idea that there are valuable things left in who you were that we can integrate with the person you're trying to be, right? It is not an all or nothing process. Like integrating the past parts of your identity with your present one is way harder than saying, let's just start clean. But it's a lot more impactful if you're able to do it, right? It's impactful if you're able to sort out things like the fact that someone who was selling narcotics gained some valuable skills from this, is able to read and understand people very well, knows how to put pressure on someone to the degree where they, get what they're owed from them, but not doing so that they might remove a repeating customer. Like, were these used for good intentions? No, but these are valuable like psychosocial skills that are not worthy of abandonment, right? And that's like something I legitimately work on with people in recovery all the time, which is we have to understand that the qualities you have are not what made you a bad person or made your decisions bad. It's the decision making that wasn't in your best interest, and that decision making was influenced by the addiction and all kinds of other life pressures. And so here's what I imagine my character doing. It's like he doesn't want to integrate his past. I can sense that, like in the way that I haven't looked in the mirror yet. Like I know it's kind of odd that I haven't done that, but it's part of a role-playing decision. It's also like how I genuinely understand people in recovery to experience this. Because he's not ready. He's not sure yet if there are things about his past self that are worth bringing forward, right? That's kind of the struggle that he's in right now. And I think finding his coat, finding his badge, starting to see the destruction that he left both in his own life and just to his own body are the early signs of, like, is that person I was worth saving something from? Or is it all bad? And that's the line of questioning I would probably go into therapy with him. But yeah, I think that that's a question I often ask people in recovery. What is worthwhile about who you were that's something you want to keep? Let's go with some self-reflection here.
Yes. This scene isn't exactly ripping with joy. Let's just move on.
Sympathetic, I understand. Kim wants me to avoid feeling sad, but I do need this. I need this, Kim. I need to face who I was for my healing to take place.
This is the night watchman's booth. The name on the door reads, René Arnaud.
So this is where Renee works. I'm going to look around.
If you must. But please hurry. We are pretty easy to spot up here.
Equip the bag. Oh, I forgot I wasn't
Nothing
holding my bag.
incriminating catches your eye. The cabinets are clean and their sparse contents meticulously organized. There's a framed photograph on the table.
Let's get that
It's
picture.
a black and white photo of a young couple out in a street fair. The man, René, is dressed in a Royal Carabinier uniform. The girl is young and very pretty. She is smiling playfully at the camera. René looks like he's about to smile. This photo must be tied to some good memories.
Why did you take that picture of René?
I'm going to ask him about it.
You're really interested in that old soldier. Not sure I understand your fascination, but sure. As long as it doesn't take up a whole lot of time.
Buddy, everything we do takes up a lot of time. Okay, I totally forgot that I have to equip my bag here. I don't need to be holding my cigarettes at all times, even though it does make me feel comfortable. Let's pick up these bottles. Oh, I can take all of them? I'm rich! I'm gonna be fucking wealthy. Perfect. What about in the windows?
This is the...
Oh, good. Can't do anything there. Let's see here. Let's go check out that door. Okay, I think that was all I could do up here. I think we might be a communist also. I'm going to be fucking wealthy. Hell yes, we are. Look, wealth is how I gain the influence to help the people. That's how we do it.
An imposing combination of a punch clock and a payphone is looking down at you from the wall. A note on the side says, "Tokens unavailable due to strike. Use change."
I did just pick up some cash. Let's drop some
The
money
machine
in.
swallows your coin and seems to be waiting for your next move.
I've been here before, huh? Let's try it out.
It's unclear whether you actually have muscle memory. Right now, your finger is just drawing vaguely occult patterns in the air.
God damn it. I might try this again later.
Undoubtedly, no. Sure, why not? Muscle memory is a tricky thing. Nothing tricky about that. You just do, fail, repeat, until it works. All it takes is motivation and practice.
Okay. I guess there were some stairs that I missed. Oh, these ones. Okay. What do we got here? White pine trees are printed on the screen covering. Looks like a forest under snow. Okay. What is this?
A rusting control panel with several knobs. 2 buttons marked Marche and Arrête are faded with use. It seems to control the large crane above. A container is attached to its hook block. Marche. On. Arrête. Off.
A rusting control panel with several knobs, 2 buttons marked with march. Sorry, I was distracted by something. Hello there. This is Editor Brady. My apologies for interrupting your viewing of the episode, but I just wanted to mention for those who didn't catch this stream live that around now in the playthrough, I started to like really lose a lot of focus because I started to notice there was a whole bunch of spam comments happening in the chat. And so my focus was kind of like all over the place trying to like ban these people. But the longer it went on, we started to realize that like we were just getting like bot rated or something. There were just like hundreds of people coming in and following all at once and just spamming the same comments. So there's a couple of times during this whole like part at the docks that like I'm not, paying the closest attention to what's happening. And it actually did have to like end the playthrough early because of it. So if you see me like looking away from the game at important moments, that's why like chat was just being totally overrun with these things. So my apologies for that. And yeah, Editor Brady out. Container is trashed to its hook block. I mean, let's turn it on.
With a loud grind, the crane shifts overhead, moving a massive metal container through the air. And with a surprisingly quiet thunk, the crane places the container down. This crane was built with a purpose, which has now been fulfilled. To move this container.
What's inside the
Who
container?
can say? All you know is, it's special.
I can't see how that was worth the records, except for seeing the crane in action, which I admit was satisfying.
Okay. Let's go inspect. Some cash! Alright. Oh, and something that can heal me. Thank goodness. So, was this the container?
Before you stands a cargo container, just one of many in the yard.
Lieutenant, I think there's something special about this container.
You do? Because I don't. There are
Why
a
not?
million containers here. Why are you fixating on this one?
It was hanging from the crane. Maybe there's contraband in there.
There may very well be, but we are not here to look for that. We are not here to interact with containers. We are here to interview the Union boss.
Well, we did say that we would investigate the drug trade. We did say that, Kim.
You
Let's
attempt
investigate.
to turn the handle, to no avail.
Fuck.
The doors seem to be mechanically locked. To your left, the lieutenant considers your actions with some puzzlement. No reply.
Let's knock. Let's persuade the door to open. 3%? I mean, what's the harm, right?
Why are you even trying to open a door with rhetoric?
Because getting physical
Because
wasn't
what
an option.
Wasn't an option? Now is not the time to get philosophical, detective. You can do that after hours.
Okay. Somehow we'll have to get this door open. But we won't be able to do it right now. Can try this white once every day. I don't think we're going to put any points into rhetoric, so... Oh, we've got some money here. I'm fucking rolling in cash right now. 4 real? That's enough for 2 packs of cigarettes, almost. Oh, I do have a crowbar. Yes! Let's get the crowbar. Fucking... that door is coming open now. Look, I was able to knock out the racists. If I can't get this door open, I am truly lost. Let's go. Let's fucking go. I will bust
You're
this
back
thing open.
Before the cargo container. You
Open it.
attempt to turn the handle, to no avail. To your left, the lieutenant considers your actions with some puzzlement.
I can't open this with the crowbar. Fuck. The package, not the door. Okay. Oh, wait, there's some money. Why is there just a bunch of money hanging around up here? What do we got? Oh, some gloves. Okay, so I can swap these for my interfacing ones. The Union is rich. That's a good point. Mechanically sealed shipping crates are stronger than a pseudoscientific Ubermensch. And look, I just figured that if I could defeat racism with a punch, then I should be able to pry open those doors. Wait, there's a gentleman here. Let's ask him what he thinks about the situation.
Container, container, I'll turn you nice and red. Container, container, put the logos on.
I've been having a lot of luck with my interactions when I point the flashlight directly at them. I feel like it's sort of a power play, so I'm going to keep doing that.
The accent is so thick, it's impossible not to notice he's Ubi, from the vanishing peninsula of Ubisund on Muindi.
Okay.
Container, container, used to be Wild Pines. Container, container, now belongs to Everard.
Hello.
Everard, he looks after everyone. Huh? Well, hey there. How can I help you, mister?
The look in his deep blue eyes is as sincere as you've ever seen. Kind of makes you feel like an arsehole for no apparent reason.
What did I say about social comparison, right? Like, it makes complete sense that seeing someone so jovial makes me immediately recognize the contrast in my own mental health.
I see you are not a union man, mister. Did you get lost? You're not one of them scabs, are you?
I am not a scab, no. What is it with people
I
being
mean,
scabs?
I don't personally mind. Folks is just folks, you know, and folks gotta eat. Just some of the other guys don't look too kindly on the scabbing kind, if you know what I mean, mister.
You're Ubi,
Oh,
right?
yes. Born and raised in Irish, mister. Mum had to leave my dad after he got a bit violent. Took us here to the new
Easy,
world.
Leo.
I was about 10 then. Too old to lose my accent then. People say us Ubis are up to all sorts of trouble with sheep and other animals and whatnot. I just want you to know there was never any of that where I come from. No, sir. Those are just nasty rumors.
Thank you for clarifying that, sir.
Okay. Where is everyone?
Oh, most of the guys are down at the gates, keeping the scabs from coming in. We're on a strike. The whole union is. You don't have to work when you're on strike. Ha! We haven't worked for 2 months now.
I guess
So
that's a good
no
point.
one is working?
Not everyone is down there, of course. Mr. Evrard is in his office, where he always is. And Jean-Luc is guarding the gate.
Not anymore.
But Titus and his boys got into some drunken trouble and Evrard sent them on a nice vacation. For a week or so.
1 second. What kind of trouble did this Titus and his friends
I'm not really
get into?
supposed to talk about that. That's union business.
Sorry, I'm a little distracted because there's a bunch of people spamming a bunch of bullshit in chat. So I'm just trying to like clean them up while I'm doing this. I'm not really supposed to talk about that. That's union business.
Him and his boy stirred up something in town. Probably drank too much and got into a fight or something. I heard Mr. Evrard telling him to take some time off.
Don't go all bad cop on this simple, friendly fellow.
Here's the thing. Every time I see someone who is in a good mood or approaches me with a very open posture, I'm immediately suspicious of them. It happened with the very approachable lady in the wheelchair. However, she immediately disarmed me with her, I guess, like, simple admiration of me and her, like, very honest reflections. Guys, mod team, can we ban all of these people who are just spamming a bunch of bullshit? I'm trying to do some of them myself, but I'm suspicious because, like, the natural conclusion that most of the people who, like, I encounter in this world have some sort of issue. They want something. What does he want? What does he want from me?
I guess the boys got a bit too rowdy and had to let out some steam. I don't really know the details. That's just how boys are, you know. I haven't been in a fight since I was in middle school.
Easy, Leo. Let's keep this on the hearties.
Too rowdy? Leo, what kind of a fight did they get into? Did they kill a mercenary?
Too late. Leo's mouth is still moving, and the words are spewing forth. Words, words, and look, even more words. This guy could go on till the end of days.
What's he seen, though?
Now he's talking about some drunk sawmill owner who... No, he already switched to a prized fishing rod he apparently owned at some point. You know what? Just cut in there with your questions.
All right, Leo, what's up with the containers?
Oh, I'm just making some covers for them containers here. Yes, I am. Yes, I am. So it's easier for the crane operators to spot them.
17%. I have not failed a 17%er yet. 17% is 100%. So far, it has been in my book.
Everything is so pretty and red. You and Leo look like brothers as you glance around with similar childlike wonder.
Okay, I'm starting to recognize that my early luck was very, very limited. I'll just keep the
old
amazement to
man
myself.
whistles and hums a jaunty
God damn it.
tune to himself.
Okay.
Yes,
you work
yes. Everybody needs a job, and this is mine. I'm Leonard, by the way. Leonard Bellick. But everyone calls me Leo.
Oh my god. Every time I ban someone, there's another one. Fuck off.
I'm like Mr. Everett's right-hand man when Mr. Edgar is out of town, and Mr. Edgar's right-hand man when Mr. Everett is away. Actually, Miss Beaufort is the right-hand man, but she's a lady.
Who is this, Miss Beaufort?
A real pretty lady with a skin like those Douai-Sucre
Yeah, I think they're
candy bars
bots.
my missus likes so much. Them are real nice to suckle on once the dinner is done and me and the missus sit down beside the radio. But I can't listen to the radio all the time. There's so much to do around here, and I'm always busy keeping things running here. Yes, I am. Yes, I am.
Stay on this Miss Beaufort topic.
Who is this Miss Beaufort?
Oh, Lizzie. She is a real sharp tool. Mr. Everett put her through some fancy school and everything, east of the river. 4 years she was gone, and when she came back, she was all fancy and lawyerly.
Yeah, I am only lucky with the important checks. It's a good point that like a lot of these like very simple ones, those are the ones I'm failing. But I'm not having any trouble with like the major game defining ones like shooting the guy down.
But she's a real nice girl. Grew up in this here neighborhood, knows everybody and gets along with everyone. Real pillar of the community one day, I'm sure.
For a fraction of a second, there's sadness in his eyes.
Ooh, let's peel back the layers of
If
Leo
me
here.
missus and me was to have a child, I'd be real happy if she turned out like her. But she can't have kids.
Oh,
Doctor
fuck,
Lemaitre
Leo.
said so, and she knows about such things. Been a doctor for almost 50 years, she has.
I think you're doing a great job around
Yes,
here, Leo.
this place really seems to run like clockwork. Keep it up, Leo.
Well, thanks a lot. Coming from you, it means a lot, really. Sometimes I feel some of the guys don't really get how much I bust my ass for them here. But you guys are alright.
The white rectangle on your clothes might not mean an awful lot in Martinaise, but the recognition from an authority figure made Leo's day.
Oh, look at that. See, here's another point that, like I said, sometimes people who are really working through something difficult, especially like the relationship with yourself kind of thing, they tend to overlook moments like this where they actually do something that they should be proud of, right? I think that my guy would find it very easy to minimize situations like this, where he would say, well, it was only because Kim was there that Leo felt good after we said that. Oh, it's only because I was wearing the coat. I think he would overlook and not necessarily assign the fact that it was my dialogue with him and the earnestness that we were having this conversation that actually made this guy's day, right? Something about this interaction should tell Raphael that, like, you have the capacity to be a good person. And empathy, I'm glad, chimed in to let us know that. But look, I almost didn't succeed at that. These are the kinds of narratives that I would want my character to focus on. Are you the Leo who wrote the note to make more banners?
Yes. I leave all kinds of notes for myself. That old head of mine ain't so good at keeping things in no more. I almost forgot about the borscht.
What was that about the borscht?
Oh yes, I've been taking special whirling borscht to the men every day since the strike started. It's very, very good. Makes a man feel so warm and happy. I feel like I could take on Mr. Renadan's boar dogs every time the lunch is done.
See, Measurehead, okay, a little bit of Al Ghul is it's brightening up Leo's world. Look how happy he is.
Power borscht, huh? Never heard of a borscht that turns little guys into dogfighters. Alcohol, however.
Yes. I'm taking it to them. The borscht keeps them happy and in fighting spirits. Makes you all warm inside. They brew it in the whirling in rags.
Wait, hold up. Is it the guy in the kitchen who I couldn't talk to?
Oh, the whirling's cook. He makes it. Them is
It
always
is.
talking with Mr. Manana in that weird language and laughing together. He doesn't speak what we speak. He's from Grad.
Fuck. Okay, Mr. Manana is the guy I need to talk to then. Looks like the borscht is spiked.
Oh, sure, mister. Sure. You do that. Yes, sir.
What's in the container?
Oh, that one. That should be empty as far as I know. Lots of containers here have nothing in them. They're just waiting to be loaded up.
Told you.
All right, I'm looking for the leader.
Oh, you want Mr. Everett then? He's an awfully nice fellow, he is. Him and his brother are both nice fellows. They've lived their entire lives in this here neighborhood. Guys like Mr. Everett and Mr. Edgar, his brother, are real good guys. Made Martinaise what it is today. Mr. Everett and Mr. Edgar and I went to the same school we did when we were boys.
Patience. Deep down, you have the mental power to keep listening. Not many would, but you do.
I'm glad I spec'd into volition for this. Let's keep going.
Had an arithmetics teacher, Miss Bellows. Her real name was Miss Bellams. She was a real pretty lady, but when she got mad, all the boys liked her, if you know what I mean, mister. We used to sneak in her yard in the dark and peek through the window. One time we saw Miss Bellows with a fellow. Yes, we did, mister.
Don't say anything. Or no, I should play into it.
Yes, we did, mister. Indeed we did. Him was a big fellow. Used to drive the Troika near houses, school and everything. Them was all naked too. That's all I got to say about that.
Thank you for telling me the whole thing.
Thank you. Almost forgot. Mr. Everett is usually in that container over there, but he usually leaves around 10 p.m, so you gotta be quick if you want to catch him.
Wait, he's in the
Bye-bye
container?
Lonesome. Long way home.
Oh, this was the thought that
Here
we
we
were
go.
doing.
Home awaits. Walk past Station 41 and through the market, past the Boogie Street spearhead to the other side of the lake, the frozen eye at the center of the district. Then past the video rental store on the corner. There, at the end of a street lined with pine trees, a small house no larger than a matchbox, 11 Voyager Road. You no longer live there. Those times are gone. And so are those people. Why did you come here? Why are you still here? And where's the dealer? You have to get back to work. That's all you have now.
Okay. Some more insights into our past here. What did we get? Our perception's learning cap raised to 5. Speed gives 1 to Psi. Okay. Okay. So it seems like we're actually looking for Mr. Everard in the container. Perception cap raised. Yeah, the thing is I don't have very many points in perception anyways. Everard's to the left of Leo, so he's over here. Okay. Well, I'm thinking of pausing here. One, because I can tell that my brain rot is developing, and also this will make a good starting point for their next stream. Yeah, we're going to stop here. One, because our chat is currently being overridden with bots, and I would like to cleanse all of them immediately. It's a little distracting, and also I've been streaming for almost 6 hours, and this is where brain rot settles in, and I no longer have anything coherent to say. Yeah, I did say I was going to stream Disco for 1 hour, didn't I? Well, that didn't succeed. I've been streaming Disco for almost 3 hours now. What can I say? It's a great fucking game, and I feel like this time we actually made a decent little bit of progress in the narrative. Thank you for watching my video. If you enjoyed it, consider giving it a like and letting me know what you thought of it in the comments. You can subscribe to catch the next video here, or you can see things a little bit earlier if you support the channel either through Twitch or Patreon. Links to both of those and the community Discord are in the description. Thanks again, and I will see you next time. Bye.